It's board game news, but not with this hair. Believe it or not, for some reason this takes time. Stone Maya Games did not announce a new viticulture expansion. I say they didn't announce a new viticulture expansion because all they did was very coyly release an image that's update to their production schedule that just happens to mention a new viticulture expansion. But Stone Maya Games did not release any details on it, and this time I'm not joking. But that didn't stop the internet, because one Board Game Geek user already Blade Runnered their way through the tiny thumbnail that was available as like the cover for the board game, and we already know the title to be Visit from the Rhine Valley. In response to this, Jamie Stegmaier, who's the owner of Stone Maya Games and the designer of Viticulture, said, "This is not a punchline. I did not think you all would be able to zoom in that much." Z-Man Games have announced Lowlands, a worker placement game where you farm sheep by building enclosures on a square grid board. When asked to comment on the similarities to Agricola, Z-Man responded with, "We see all these cool bands like Rolling Stones and U2 still doing the same thing and playing the same tunes after 70 years. We wanted to be as cool as you too?" Raising sheep in the Lowlands ain't easy, because if everyone doesn't band together to build this massive dike, then the flood might actually come in and crush your sheep, killing them. This game gets really dark, but mechanically it does sound intriguing because it sort of has like almost a semi-cooperative element to a tried and true formula. And amongst other things you can do in this game is build a trough, or if the farming life just gets to you, you can build yourself a lake cabin to make yourself happier. I'm just hoping that it doesn't turn out into an allegory for the unstoppable tide of demure farming themed Euro games, and this game doesn't get flushed away. LyriaCon is happening right now in Portugal, and I hate everyone who's there because they get to try the new Concordia expansion and I don't. Matt Gertz, the designer of Concordia, announced that he will be playtesting the new Concordia expansion at the convention, to which everyone responded, "There's a new Concordia expansion?" If you've not tried Concordia yet, if you've been put off by this very drab looking Euro game, seriously, I encourage you to give it a try. At least watch the Shut Up and Sit Down review on it. We don't have like a top 10 or anything like that, but if we did, that's all I'm saying. Chronicles of Crime is a game on Kickstarter that's grabbing the attention of wannabe mastermind sleuths. If you're used to the comfort of Sherlock Holmes and solving cases on the sofa or in bed or on the train or in a park or literally anywhere that's not a swimming pool, then you might have to abandon that comfort if you want to play this game, because it features a host of cards and various cardboard slabs that represent characters and locations, a big board, and through the magic of smartphones, glorious stereoscopic 3D. Because you're a dead ringer for Hercule Poirot when you're wearing one of these. Oh my word. Now I messed up my hair, can you tell? But the trade-off is just how many threads there are in each case. Let's say you focus on one of the characters in the game with your smartphone, then every other item you scan will be from the perspective of that character. For example, let's say you're focusing on a London cabbie. Actually, that's a bad example because I was going to set up a hypothetical where you're focusing on someone and then asking a question about something that doesn't really relate to them, but London cabbies seem to know everything. It doesn't matter how innovative and unique the game is, detective games are only ever as good as the cases in them, so only time will tell whether this game has got the chops. In this week's celebrity segment, where we invite a celebrity to discuss the week's board game news, in an entirely yet again redecorated interview room, we have none other than Will Wheaton. Hey, that makes sense because he's into board games. Will, unfortunately we ran out of time and we'll have to have you on another time. I'm so sorry. For more board game news, subscribe and tune in next week.